Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Idaho Today. And you can help raise awareness and prevent child abuse by participating in the second annual Rise Up event. It's happening April 25th through the 30th. And Kiki Love is a man who drives the Rise Up. We'll explain that here in just a little bit. And he has partnered with Faces of Hope to make this event possible. So we've got Kiki Love from Timber and Live Realty and Paige Dinger joining us as well. She's the executive director for Faces of Hope to tell us all about this really important fundraiser. But first of all, I would love to know, describe the Rise Up event, because it's unique in itself and how it's executed. So tell us.
It's just, 37,000 squats.
It's a few days at the gym, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll go and I'll hit every single seat at Albertson Stadium, hoping no rain.
So you're sitting
time.
in the seats.
Down, up, down,
Okay, down, up.
down,
Okay.
up.
All right.
Over, it's about 7,500 a day, somewhere around there. And the point is to sit and stand up and stand for the kids that can't stand for themselves, and just get people talking about how important it is, because you could just be a minute away from saving someone's life. So that's the number one goal.
Okay, and Faces of Hope is the organization that really benefits from all of his squatting. So tell us about Faces of Hope, though. How do you support the community? What do you provide?
Faces of Hope provides wraparound care for victims dealing with domestic violence, sexual assault, elder abuse, child abuse, and stalking. And so all of our services are free. So this is a great fundraiser, and we've partnered with Kiki. This is our second year doing this, and Kiki does all the legwork, and we
Literally.
yeah, and we're just so grateful that we can get the community involved for such a great cause.
And how did this all come about? Because it's pretty unique.
Yeah, last year we came up with it, and really I've done this for, at that point it would have been 14 years. I never raised any money. People are always asked, like, why don't you ever raise any money? And the whole thing was, that was the unique part of just getting you to talk about it. I do all these crazy things to get you to talk about it. But we thought about money, I know about Faces, and I thought, well, I'm gonna sit in all these seats, why not raise money for somebody? And no other better place than Faces to do that for, right? And then we figured $1 a seat. Everyone's got $1, it's just 4 quarters.
Yeah.
And we noticed people were donating $1 for everybody in the family, then they were donating 2, and then 5, and then 10, and then $60,000 later.
Great.
It was unreal, unbelievable.
So it started as a conversation of about 14 years because of passion, and then you realized, hey, there's an organization here that would greatly benefit from all of the conversation, all the talking, and now you really put money where your mouth is, right, with this.
The community did.
Yeah, the
They
community
really
did.
did.
So let's talk about that, though. So how have these funds been able to benefit Faces of Hope? What does this mean to you to be able to raise money like that?
So we provide the wraparound services. So when somebody's coming to Faces, these dollars can go towards some legal support. Maybe they want to talk to an attorney. We know that the bruises are going to heal, but what about that mental and emotional support? Sometimes they need a safety plan, or they need a safe place to sleep, or they need food and gas cards because they have no financial means to help themselves. So these dollars will go directly to care for the victims that come through our door at Faces of Hope, because all of our services are at no cost. But we've got to raise that money somewhere, and we have a great community, and we've got Kiki who's willing to help us.
That's fantastic. So just to be clear too, so when someone goes through a traumatic event like this, they go to Faces of Hope, they get all the care they need. They don't have to go to Faces of Hope and then somewhere else and somewhere else.
Yeah.
You provide everything in one spot, which is so important that we have the funds to support that kind of care, right? Okay, so we only have a couple of minutes, or a minute. So tell everybody, how can they get involved and participate in this coming up?
Go, website.
So our website is facesofhopevictimcenter.org. Click on that top page, you'll see Rise Up Against Child Abuse. And you can give $1 or you can give more. It's gonna go towards the victims that we serve.
Excellent. Okay, so we'll be joining Kiki. I know we'll be out there as well, doing some squats too. And thank you so much for your passion, and thank you for all the ways that you're helping those that need it the most here in our community.